So, my beautiful Pisces, we are here to do your monthly reading. All things. We're going to start with what Spirit wants you to know about yourself, your soul. Before we get into the love and money, which you can, of course, skip ahead if you want, but this is just a message just for you. Maybe what is coming this month, what you've been going through, and what Spirit needs you to know for your own soul's growth. Okay, we're starting out with the 8 of Wands in the reverse. Hermit. This is for February. I'm recording this or posting this for February of 2023. All right, so this is your soul's message, a message for your soul. Okay, great. All right, so we start out with the 8 of Wands in reverse. Then we go into the Hermit, Queen of Cups in the reverse, Ace of Swords in the reverse, 2 of Swords, and the Chariot. All right, so generally my readings work chronologically. They're not always past, present, future. Remember, time is a man-made concept, and so I always tell people, as I'm describing the events that are going on in this reading, you know, put yourself in the timeline where it fits. So you may be back here, you may be up here, but for the most part, my readings are chronological. So what we have in your past energy, you have the 8 of Wands in the reverse. So this is a card, when it's upright, a card of forward moving. It's actually one of the fastest moving cards in the deck. It's all about the sky being the limit. The wands are all about action and passion and movement. And so when this shows up upright, it's a lot of fast forward moving energy, very similar to the Chariot, which I love because that closes out our reading. So we're starting with this in the reverse, which means that it's that energy, that forward moving energy is not, it's not happening. You're feeling stuck, okay? Or you have been feeling stuck. This could have been months ago. This could be yesterday. This could be right now. Take it how it resonates. After this period of being stuck, you've gone into Hermit mode. So the Hermit card is all about going within, finding your true north, doing a lot of soul searching, withdrawing from the outside world, and being kind of isolated. This is exactly what you think of when you think of Hermit. It's kind of going into your shell and with retreating from the outside world. During this time of reflection, either it's been a little bit confusing for you, I think. It's been confusing because you are a Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is a feminine energy. It's a giver. It's someone who's emotionally, they're giving and they're kind. Their cup overflows. However, what I'm feeling with this being in the reverse is that you maybe give too much. You pour out your cup for others, and it's almost the card of codependency, because what happens when we pour out our cup for others, it's kind of backwards. It's almost manipulative, if you will, because when you give so much to others, you're doing it from a place of hoping to gain their approval and their affection or their love. And as a result, you sacrifice your own love, your own heart. You don't pour into your cup first, and you end up resenting, even if it's subconsciously, the people and the situations that you're pouring your heart and your soul into. And this leads to some confusion, because you're thinking, oh, I'm being so loving, I'm being so generous, I'm being so caring, I'm sacrificing so much of myself, and it's not getting me anywhere, and I'm feeling resentful, and people aren't showing me it's not enough. Like, people still aren't loving me like I want them to, or they're not pouring into me. And the reason that this is confusing is because we have to fill our own cup first before we can give to others. It's that principle of, once your cup is full, then it starts to overflow, and you can give to others freely without depleting your stores of love and emotion. So what Spirit wants you to do is to take the blinders off, to see the situation for what it is. You know, this can be a little bit earth shattering. It can be it can kind of leave you confused and entangled. And this is the Two of Swords, and that's that card of you know, you're actually able to see things for what they are. And it's this card, when it shows up, is almost like it's time to take the blinders off. You're not seeing things for what they are, and only you have the power to do it. And in turn, you'll bring balance into the situation, but you have to be able to take the blinders off and see it. If you haven't read Codependent No More, if you've never looked up codependency and done some of that work, might be something worth looking into. Now, I love that once you've taken these blinders off and you've seen things clearly and made that decision to not hide behind the love and the generosity, because I know it comes from a good place. I don't want to say that it's not coming from a good place, but Pisces, you are notorious for this of giving and giving and giving, and it not being maybe not the purest intentions, because you're doing it from a place of trying to get something from someone else, and that's actually manipulative. And I know that that's hard to hear, but that's what the cards are reading, and that's what message you need to hear right now. So I think once you take the blinders off, you see this for what it is, you're going to move forward. You're going to move out of this stuck energy, and you're going to move into whatever it is, wherever it is you're going, whether that's a new relationship or just a new phase in life. The Chariot card is a very fast moving energy, and I love it. I love it when it has like the black and the white horse, because to me what it represents is embracing the shadow, embracing the duality of us all as humans. And that duality is what drives the Chariot forward. It's what gives us momentum, and that's actually a very beautiful thing. That's one of our life lessons, I think, that we're here to learn. So that's the message I have for you, for your soul, what the Spirit needs you to hear for yourself and your self-love. And next we are going to do money matters. So all things career, money, finances, etc., etc. So stay tuned. We shall do that next. All right, so Pisces, I was actually just gonna do like a little test run with my camera and setup, but since that reading was so clear and it just came out how it needed to, I just figured I'll just go ahead and do the rest. So I'm gonna leave these cards up here so that they're on the table for us to refer back to if we need to. And let's get on to money matters, finances, career, and all that jazz. So for this reading, I'm going to be using the Tattoo Tarot. Yeah, I don't have the box. It's in the other room. So. Okay, Tattoo Tarot. These cards are a little too big for my hands. Okay. All right, so what do we have for Pisces for February, for the month of February? Finances. Okay, got the Two of Wands. If you need to fast forward through this, feel free. I know some people like the sound. Other people not. Okay. Let's see what we have for Pisces for money, finances, and career. Okay. All right. So we start out with the Two of Wands. Then we have the Devil, the Ace of Swords, love it, and the Six of Coins. Okay, so money matters, money, finances. Numbers here that might be important. We have 2, 15, 1, and 6. Okay, so starting out, we have the Two of Wands and the Devil. Now, I feel like with money, job, you know, this is only going to be for some of you. If this does not feel like I'm talking to you or about your situation, please feel free to, you know, go on to love and romance, or even check your sun, your moon or rising signs. But what this financial or money reading is about, someone made a decision. Okay, the Two of Wands indicates a decision, taking one path or another, and that decision led you to unhealthy attachment, whether that was a toxic coworker, boss, job. It could have been that you chose something that was unhealthy versus healthy. Whenever you're making this choice, it could have something to do with purely with addictions or substance use. The Devil represents being chained to something that we know is not healthy for us. Okay, so whatever this decision was, it put you into a situation that you know is not healthy. You know that it's not the best situation, and now, like I said, put yourself in the timeline where it fits. But there is a period of time, or you are currently attached to something that you know is not for your highest good. Okay, it's okay, no judgment. Most of us have been in a situation like that at some point in our lives. What for a lot of people, it's not as severe as it is for other people, but we've all been in a situation where we did something we know is not the healthiest thing we could be doing, right? Whether that's too much social media, or watching too many YouTube videos, or overeating, smoking, drinking, working too much, whatever it is, something is unhealthy, or we've stayed in a situation with another person for far too long. Now, I feel like if you're in this situation, have faith, because you've got the Ace of Swords coming. That's clarity. That's understanding. That's you seeing things as they are. And when it was up here, it was foggy and there was confusion and chaos. Here you've got clarity and understanding. And whether that's you standing up for yourself, whether that's you seeing someone or some situation as it is, and and your eye, it's like that light come, you know, the light shines down from heaven, and it's like, oh, like it illuminates what you're in the in a manner that's just so clear you can't miss it. You can't not see it for what it is. Okay, so clarity is coming, or you've recently gotten clarity. I love this because in the future you have the Six of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles is literally about equal give and take, balance. It's giving back to those who have given to us. It's providing for those that are less fortunate because somebody provided for us when we were less fortunate. It's a card of balance and giving and receiving as much as you're receiving and giving. Okay, so it's a very balanced energy. So I feel like for some of you, this is going to be you speaking up. The swords are a card of voice and mind and words, and so it could just be that you're going to stand up to this devil in your life, whether that's internally or externally, and as a result you're going to be rewarded with a very equal give and take. Even on this card there's an envelope. This could indicate like some kind of payment coming your way because of your willingness to stand up for the truth and clarity, and for what you see and what is right in this situation. Okay, what a lovely reading. Let me know how that goes for you, Pisces. Bravo for you for standing up for yourself. Okay, and if you haven't done it, I'm sending you lots of strength and courage to do so. All right, let's move on to our love reading. If you need it. It also could be about relationships, but we're gonna just call it love in general. So stay tuned for that. All right, my perfect Pisces. For our love reading today, we are going to use the Ethereal Visions deck. And I've already shuffled a little bit. I'll shuffle a couple more times, and we shall see what February has in store for you in the areas of love, romance. Could be relationships or just friendships and family, if that's what if you know your romantic relationship isn't on your mind. But in general, this is going to be a love reading for most people. Okay, so thank you. What does Pisces need to know for February in terms of love? And like all the other readings, if this doesn't resonate, then please check out your other signs. Venus is a very, your Venus is an important, plays an important role in your love and your relationships. So if you don't know your Venus, check out, you can just Google birth chart, and it will tell you where Venus was when you were born, and then go to that reading. All right, so for Pisces Spirit, what do we have in store for love and romance and relationships for February? Pisces. Ooh, I love it. Bottom of the deck energy, you've got the sun. Oh, I just got chills. Okay, so this is kind of like the subconscious energy that's guiding everything. I love this for you, Pisces, because this to me means that if you've been in a period of healing, of darkness or confusion or anything like that, the sun is the most optimistic card in the deck. So underneath everything, you're feeling very optimistic. You've healed your inner child, or you're doing the inner child work. And I really love this card too. I think it's really beautiful. So I love that that's the energy that you're carrying into this month with you, my dear Pisces. Okay, so let's see what Tarot has to say about that. All right, so the first card we have up is Death in reverse. Then we have Hermit in reverse. Love it, since we had a Hermit upright up here. The Ace of Pentacles. Nice, nice. The King of Swords. Oh, sorry, Knight of Swords. And the Six of Swords. Beautiful. Okay, so not super, not overly romantic, but very nice reading nonetheless. Okay, so in the past energy, again, like I said, the time is fluid. Put yourself on the timeline where it fits. But in the past, you have the Hermit. So, I'm sorry, Death in reverse. So this is a card of, the Death card when it's upright is a card of change, transformation, rebirth. Out with the old, in with the new. When it shows up in the reverse, a lot of times what that indicates is that there's been some resistance to change. Now, this could be all tied in together with everything going on around you. But it also could be that you've already gone through your rebirth. You've gone through the change that you needed to go to for some of you. If you've gone through a period of great change, you know it. If you're resisting change, you know it. So take it how it resonates. But regardless, there's an aspect of change that you're leaving in the past because for some of you, you've gone through it already. And you know, we're continuously evolving, but that major change and transformation you've already completed. For others of you, don't resist it, okay? You've been in a period of resisting, and it's time to step out of that, okay? I think for most of you that have gone through this major change and transformation, it's been after a period of being withdrawn, being in your hermit mode, going within and doing all that work, healing, all of that. And with this coming up in the reverse, it indicates that you're coming out of that healed. You know what you know where you're going, you know what you want, and it's time to come out of that. Again, for those of you that haven't done that work yet, Spirit's really saying you need to do that before anything else happens. Those of you that have done that work, it's time to come out and move on. All right, after this hard work, after this transformation, after this going within and this hermit mode, lovely, lovely new offer coming in. Now, this is not the Ace of Cups, which would be like complete emotional fulfillment, lovey-dovey, romance, la la la. This is Ace of Pentacles. Pentacles represent stability. They represent material things. This represents a very grounded, stable, abundant offer coming into you. Now we're talking about love. So I love that this is actually in the love reading because it indicates that this new offer that you're going to walk into or you're going to take or that's coming for you because you've done the hard work is stable, it's grounded, it's secure. And if anyone needs that, it's you, Pisces. Buckle up because it's going to be fast, okay? You have the Knight of Swords. This is one of the faster moving cards in the deck, the fastest knight in the deck. It represents a young, youthful, optimistic energy, charging forward without much concern for those around them or underneath them. It's very fast moving energy. I don't feel like this is a person in your reading. I feel like this is just what you're moving towards. This offer of abundance, this our stable, grounded love, secure relationship, it's going to come in quite quickly after you've done this work, okay? And if you have done the work and you're waiting, just hang on a little bit longer. I feel like it's very close for you, okay? And the last card we have for your love reading, dear Pisces, in February is the Six of Swords. I love this because this is all about moving out of chaos into calm. Again, out of chaos into clarity and calm, okay? A very overriding theme through all areas of your life in February, Pisces, is moving out of chaos into calm, seeing things clearly, balance, fast-moving energy. Get ready, buckle up. It's going to be a fast month. It's probably your birth. It's going to be some of y'all's birthday month anyway at the end of the month. And we all know February is a very short month, so it tends to go by fast. That's what I have for you, Pisces. I hope that it helps in some way. Before we go, let me pull a white light oracle card for you to wrap up our reading. Beautiful deck by Alana Fairchild. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. The White Light Oracle. And if you're new to tarot, the way oracles work, oracle decks work is that the meanings are created by the author, artwork, sometimes by the same person, oftentimes by a different artist. And so we have to look at the guidebook for the meaning because I have way too many oracle decks to memorize. Okay, so the card we have for you, Pisces, is number 35, Pearl of Sharo. Sharo, if I'm pronouncing that right. And let me look up what that means. Taking responsibility for your experiences empowers you. Hold that up so you can see it while I'm reading this. You are going to resolve an issue through spiritual inspiration and higher guidance. You will rise up in full connection to your spirit and access a wealth of divine treasure. That which has brought darkness into your world shall submit to the light and be transformed. Beautiful. Have courage and commitment to your awakening, for you are a precious being and can go far on the spiritual path this lifetime. Sharo is a Tibetan word meaning to arise or manifest and shine with radiant spiritual light. Sharo is the outcome of sacred alchemy. It is the manifestation of the pearl beyond price. Created in the depths of the ocean, hidden away in a clamshell from prying eyes, this pearl symbolizes a beautiful blessing of unexpected grace. So it's basically the birth of a pearl. To arise spiritually, manifesting one's own priceless soul pearl, we are required to respond to an initially unwanted situation in such a way that our soul light and power is increased as a result. This soul alchemy evokes the inner pearl of radiant being. That's that death and rebirth right there. Such spiritual wisdom cannot be bought or sold, controlled nor exploited. It is perfect, nourishing grace, always free and always radiant with light. It is the inspirational triumph of creativity and healing. In the inner work of self-transformation, you can't make this up, we take that which appears negative and utilize it to increase our goodness. However, we need to take care not to attribute the negativities to divine will that are actually caused by humans. Whether our choices create liberation or enslavement to pain, it is the responsibility of human beings. This body has been given to us that we may learn and grow spiritually. We are all in that process, varying in our capacities and awareness, but ultimately progressing together. If some members of our human family are in such pain, they can create further pain. That is their choice. As a group, we work to heal the causes of that pain to free them and the rest of us from such a tragic use of free will. It goes on to say it's basically up to us to decide whether we're going to sit in a spirit of transformation or a spirit of suffering. And that spirit will provide a path to healing and resolution. Maybe, and for a lot of you, I feel like spirit, you've already been down this path. This oracle has emerged in your reading because you have the capacity to become a light bearer. Safeguard your energy, yet trust that the light within is strong enough to see through any struggle and eventually transform it into a precious pearl of sacred empowerment. You have wisdom in your divinely alchemical heart. You shall arise with dignity. All right. I love it. So that's what I have for you, dear Pisces. I hope that helps in some way. I hope that your February is filled with light and love and healing and adventures and balance and clarity and all the things needed for your path right now. All right, thanks for watching. If you like this video, if it resonated with you, please like, subscribe, share, all of the things. Comment below, let me know if it resonated with you, and if you feel so inclined, feel free to watch your moon, your rising, your Venus, or join me over on TikTok on Friday nights, where I'll be doing live readings every Friday night around 10 p.m. Central Time. All right, take care. See you next time.